We got everything ran for the most part. We're missing they brought the wrong harness that goes inside the tractor to the back of the tractor. So we're waiting on that, but got it all ran here, zip tied up, and we got the motor on right here. Took the clutches off that run to the other side to the transmission over here to this. New chain, and then you just got your hydraulic motor and everything ran very nicely. Hopefully this system will be better. They forgot the hydraulic lines, so they're gonna bring those this week, so that way those can be put on. We still got to take off the old transmissions here. Gonna take this one off, that off, and the shaft. We're gonna leave this motor here. We're just gonna take this bolt out and leave this here so we don't have to cap these hoses. This will no longer get used either, but it's just gonna stay there. This one will come off. That'll probably come off. But this one is gonna stay on here just because I ain't ripping all that apart. But it's the early morning, so we are gonna run into town to get those bearings that me and Dad both busted trying to put together so we can get the wheels put on that cart. And everything is the same on that cart as I just showed you on this one. That still has to be done to it. And then your rate controller, you can use whatever rate controller you want. We chose John Deere one because they actually are the cheapest rate controller for this. Surprise. So you get a John Deere dry rate controller. Air seeder part supplies all the harnesses you need, the motors, the hydraulics, basically the whole kit. Well, let's go grab a couple bearings. And just like that, we got our bearings. We're in the payloader and we are putting in the two-way radio so we can communicate with each other. I got it almost done. I decided to mount it up here. Took some self-tappers up through. There was no wires that I hit above. They were up higher. And then I was able just to tuck the antenna cable out and run out the top. Now I just got to get the power cable, which we're going to tuck it. And there is right here power and a negative that is keyed power for two-ways, so we're going to use that. We're going to tap into that thing and that'll be done. And then I just got to get one in the truck yet, one other truck, and then the combines this summer when we get them ready, because I stole those ones out of the combines to put in the excavators, and we're getting new ones for the combines. And this thing has a air-conditioned seat and heated, so that'd be cool. I also found this neat trick. Watch this. Which one is it again? Here it is. You can raise and lower your armrest where your joystick is on. That is pretty fancy.
Well, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry you had to spend the whole weekend with Brandon. I'm not sure how much you recorded, if you recorded anything. How much you record, Brandon?
Yeah, some stuff.
How did my new tire equipment work?
Very nice, very nice. I didn't really record when they were here on Friday.
Well, way to go. Did you record the tire?
Most of it.
What's dry? Cameron pumped grease in there, but it's still dry. Oh boy.
Dad's still filling bearings, I guess. He didn't get these back ones done for some reason here, but the rest of them he got done. While I was gone, the crew came, or the guy came, and they got these all installed on here. So I believe this is going to be hydraulic drive now. I think we're missing some hoses yet, but all these are changed over, which looks nice and fancy. New chain, new sprocket. Hopefully that works good on there. I guess we'll find out in the future here soon. I think I got all my tools I need to get that hose replaced. Now I gotta get it out. I know it seems like an easy job just replacing a little seed hose, but I don't know, for some reason I really struggle doing it on these drills. Not a fun job I'm looking forward to right now. And right here is the reason I gotta replace it. I can shove my finger in there. So yeah, that definitely gotta get repaired. Blowtorch is just to soften up the rubber a little bit, so it cuts a lot easier. One side's disconnected.
I know this clamp needs to come off. What was I thinking? I should have brought an impact.
Yeah, we gotta grab an impact apparently. I'm weak. Oh, and I put my wrench back. There's another bracket down here too. Good grief. See, this is why I don't like replacing these hoses, because it's not just that simple. Like it is, but it's also a job to get it pulled through and around to the connectors there. This is not gonna be fun. This is why I hate putting these hoses on. They never want to slide on very properly, even when using some lube.
Yep. I think you're on and off. We are gonna get in the new payloader and we're gonna go push some trees back on some tree rows that are in some of our fields. So I'm sure there's a lot broken off from that ice storm we got back in December. So, got my beef sticks, got my water. I think we should head out. And I believe Dad is going in the mini payloader. He didn't even try bothering starting the big one because it probably won't start for one. And we don't need a big giant payloader just to push some trees. It's going pretty good so far. Ground's frozen, so the bucket scrapes on the top very nice. You don't dig in. And then you back up. It's just that simple. I like to keep my bucket curled down so I can see what I'm doing. I just kind of set it on the ground and push. Here we got us a big tree branch broke down. And push, Fluffy! Oh yeah. Push! Perfect. Oh, there's a hole there. We are gonna work on changing oil on the last few things. The skid steer, the mini payloader, mini excavator, and the big case payloader needs an oil change too, but we don't have the filters for that. I'm gonna get everything started so the engine gets, the oil gets nice and hot so it drains really easy. And I gotta back the planter out of the shed because it's sitting right where I gotta change oil. It's kind of full right now. Yeah, just a lot of moving around. Oh, yeah. This thing is in desperate need of an oil change. Now this thing did not want to start the other day when it was kind of chilly outside. But now it's warmer, so maybe it'll fire. Maybe. Fires like a kitten. Now I get the planter backed out so we can change the oil on those things, get those back out, put the planter back in. Because the planter is now winterized from the fertilizer system. We never winterize nothing because we just put them in our heated shed. So there's no point in winterizing it. That should be open enough. Ooh. That wouldn't have been good if I would have taken off with all this in here. Making a mess. Looks like we've been busy greasing stuff lately. I get to drive my favorite tractor. Give it a little love tap. And this is what I'm talking about, the yard always being a mud mess. Last time we brought this planter in, it was warm outside melting, and now we just got this. Guess we gotta get the sweeper. And guess what else is back now too? Got a floor scrubber back now finally. Had some kind of electrical issue with it, but they got it figured out, they got it squared away. So now we can finally have squeaky clean floors again. Yeah, this sweeper's nice. Both are really nice, but I started draining the skid steer here. So that'll take a while. I'm gonna start draining the oil on this thing. I am going to wait on the payloader because after I got everything in here, I realized we're supposed to be getting a load of seed delivered sometime around noonish. So I don't want him showing up and this is out of drained of oil, that's drained of oil, and those are my two things to unload him if he does show up. But I am gonna go grab the filters for the payloader in the parts room, so I have them all out, and also for the skid steer. I don't know what I need. This is the first time. I need this. I need one of these. We gotta get in both the air seeder tractors. This wire here ran and mounted. I'm just going up over the fuel tank because it seems like anytime I run it nice and tuck it up underneath the tank and run it all pretty and everything, end up having to take it out and put it in something else because the tractor goes down or something. So I just throw it up over top. Although every single one of our tractors now has this wire, because that 9RX has it for the globe on the planter, 8R has it for the globe on the planter, and now they use this same harness for foot switch that we're going to use in the tractor for the hydraulic drive. Trying to run it somewhat nice. This one's for the grain cart for the joystick. That is one thing I will say about the case. To tuck those wires, a lot easier. Come on, John Deere, do better there. This is one thing I do not like about this. I think I got this tractor done. It's all ran in, tucked it all down, brought it around, and then I brought the power strip up here, plugged it in. This is the only plug-in of this one in this tractor. Then I got the foot switch right there. Now I'm gonna get the second screen in here, so that way that's in here and done with for air seeder, because it's nice just having two screens to look at for everything, and it just makes life way easier. And I have them. I took them out of the combine. I just got to get them put in. Now I need one of these. Ugh. Extended monitor. I just wish we had one for every piece of equipment so I didn't have to move them. And just like that, got the second monitor in. It's recognizing it. It's wanting to reboot it to get that one lit up. So, reboot. And now that one will start up.